Natural disasters like floods are harsh events that cause immense destruction to both people and nature. Many people question whether these occurrences are caused by God. If He is omnipotent, doesn't He control everything in heaven and on earth, including these catastrophes? This is a complex and sensitive issue that requires us to look not only from a scientific perspective, but also from religious and theological angles. Therefore, dear brothers and sisters, in this video, we will together shed light on the relationship between natural disasters and God from a biblical perspective. We'll examine the meaning of these events throughout human history, exploring the deeper significance of suffering, trials, and God's compassion for the world. In the Bible, God is described as the Creator who formed the universe and everything in it. Genesis records that God created the heavens, the earth, the seas, and all living things. He is the source of all existence and controls the laws of nature, from the cycle of seasons to the ecological balance of the earth. However, even though He is omnipotent and capable of controlling everything, it doesn't mean that all natural disasters are a direct action from God. Theologians often distinguish between two important concepts: God's active will and His permissive will. Active will refers to what God directly does, such as creation or bestowing blessings. Permissive will refers to what He allows to happen without directly intervening. So, where do floods and natural disasters fit in the big picture of God's will? To answer this question, we need to look at both the Bible and real life to understand the complexity of natural disasters and God's grand plan. One of the most well-known flood events in the Bible is the Great Flood during the time of Noah, recorded in Genesis. In this story, God decided to punish humanity for their sins and corruption by bringing a great flood that destroyed the earth. Only Noah, a righteous man, his family, and pairs of animals were saved through the ark. This story seems to confirm that the flood, at least in this specific case, was an instrument of judgment from God. However, it's important to note that the Great Flood is not only a symbol of destruction, but also of a new beginning. After the flood ended, God made a covenant with Noah that He would never again use a flood to destroy the earth. And He gave humanity a sign, the rainbow, as a reminder of that promise. This story not only deals with punishment, but also reminds us of God's mercy and forgiveness. It raises the question of whether today's natural disasters are a similar punishment, and if not, what is their significance in God's plan? When faced with natural disasters, many people tend to think that they are a sign of punishment from God. However, in many cases, the Bible emphasizes that difficult events, including natural disasters, may not always be punishments. Sometimes they are trials to test people's faith and loyalty. In the book of Job, God allowed great hardships to befall Job, including the loss of property, family, and health, but not because Job had sinned. Instead, these trials were allowed to happen to test Job's faith, and ultimately he was restored and blessed even more than before. This shows that not all suffering is a sign of punishment from God. Sometimes, it's an opportunity for people to demonstrate their perseverance, loyalty, and faith. Floods and other natural disasters can be a similar type of trial, where people's faith is tested, as is their ability to overcome adversity. When facing natural disasters, we can ask ourselves profound questions about our faith and how we deal with the difficulties of life. An important factor to consider when discussing natural disasters is the role of humans in managing and protecting the environment. In Genesis 1 verse 28, it is clear that God gave humans dominion over the earth and all living things. This includes the responsibility to protect and care for the natural environment. However, throughout history, humans have taken actions that harm the environment, increasing the risk of natural disasters. Climate change, due to industrial activities, excessive resource extraction, and other human activities, has led to an increase in extreme weather events such as storms, floods, flash floods, and desertification. These changes are not directly created by God, but are the consequences of human actions. From a theological perspective, it can be said that God has given humans the freedom of choice, and when humans abuse that freedom to harm nature, consequences such as natural disasters occur. God may not directly cause these events, but he allows them to happen as part of the natural law of cause and effect. Although floods and natural disasters can bring destruction, they can also be opportunities for humanity to reflect and change their ways. The Bible often mentions that natural disasters can be a warning sign from God, calling people to return to him and correct their wrongdoings. In the book of Amos, God sends natural disasters and difficulties to warn the people of Israel and call them back to him. However, the Israelites did not listen and continued to follow the wrong path. This shows that sometimes natural disasters can be a call from God for people to reflect on their lifestyles, how they treat each other, and their surrounding environment. In the modern world, when natural disasters occur, we should also consider them as an opportunity to reevaluate our way of life. These events remind us that life on Earth is fragile, and we need to live responsibly, loving and caring for each other, and protecting the environment that God has given us. Although natural disasters bring suffering and loss, the Bible also emphasizes that God is always with those who suffer. Psalm 46 verse 1 affirms that God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. During difficult times caused by natural disasters, many people find comfort in their faith. They believe that no matter how difficult it gets, God is always with them, comforting and supporting them. This doesn't mean that he completely removes all suffering, but he gives people the strength to overcome those challenges. Furthermore, natural disasters often create opportunities for kindness and love to be demonstrated between people. During difficult times, people often come together, helping each other, showing the love and sharing that God has called for. God is not only present through prayers, but also through acts of love and helping one another in times of disaster. Returning to the initial question, are floods and natural disasters caused by God? The answer is not simple and requires a multifaceted approach. God is the Creator, who has power over all things, and he can use nature to convey his messages, as seen in biblical stories. However, this doesn't mean that every natural disaster is a direct act of God. Natural disasters can be a consequence of people's free choices and mistakes in environmental management. At the same time, they can also be trials and opportunities for people to reflect and change their ways, as well as reminders of the fragility of life and the need to return to God. God is the source of strength and comfort in all adversities. Even though natural disasters bring destruction, God is always present to support, bless, and guide us through those challenges. Therefore, instead of seeing natural disasters as punishments, we can view them as opportunities to grow in faith and love, and to live a more responsible life with each other and with the world that God has given us. When talking about natural disasters, especially floods, it's important to mention a key factor in understanding their causes: natural laws. The Earth operates according to immutable physical laws such as gravity, water flow, temperature, and weather phenomena. Water, when it reaches a certain point, needs to escape and flow downward, causing floods. Without natural or artificial systems holding it back or redirecting it, floods occur when the volume of water from heavy rainfall or other factors exceeds the absorption capacity of the soil and vegetation, or when major rivers rise and overflow. Sometimes, these factors occur naturally, outside of human control. The Earth and the natural laws that God created operate according to a certain cycle, without constant intervention from him. Nature is given a kind of independence to operate and maintain balance. One of the important ways to understand natural disasters in a theological context is to recognize that God established the natural laws in the universe. These laws, which include the cycles of natural phenomena, were perfectly designed to maintain life on Earth. For example, the water cycle, one of the basic ecosystems of the Earth, is part of the natural law that God created. Floods, in many cases, are the result of these processes, such as heavy rains, melting ice, or extreme weather phenomena. So part of the explanation for the existence of natural disasters like floods can be found in the natural mechanics of the universe that God created. These natural laws aren't arbitrarily broken. not even by God himself, because they serve the long-term purpose of harmony in the universe. This highlights that not every natural disaster has to be considered a direct intervention from God. Instead, they can be part of the continuing and ordered operation of the universe that he has entrusted to mankind. God has given the earth natural laws to manage itself, and these laws can sometimes lead to natural disasters. But this does not mean that God wants to cause suffering to people through these disasters. Instead, he gave humans the ability to understand and learn from nature so they could adjust to and manage their surroundings. The key issue here is the ability of humans to understand and live in harmony with the natural laws that God has created. We are entrusted with the responsibility of using the intellect that he has given us to deal with these natural phenomena and to live in harmony with the environment, instead of exploiting and destroying it. Another factor to consider is the role of humans in managing and maintaining the living environment. In the Bible, humans are given the task of being stewards of the earth. This means that we are entrusted with the important duty of protecting, caring for, and maintaining the balance of the environment. However, reality has shown that many human activities have severely harmed ecosystems and the natural environment. Deforestation, excessive resource exploitation, waste discharge, and water and air pollution have not only diminished valuable resources, but also led to global climate change. Climate change is considered to be one of the main causes of the increase in extreme weather phenomena such as floods, storms, and droughts. As the Earth's temperature rises, ice melts, sea levels rise, and, as a result, many areas around the world face a higher risk of flooding. In this context, we cannot only blame nature or God. It is humans who have contributed to creating an environment that is vulnerable to natural disasters through our irresponsible actions towards nature. When humans harm the earth, natural systems react and lead to unpredictable consequences, of which floods are one specific manifestation. Living out of line with the role of stewards of the earth, which God gave us, is one of the reasons why natural disasters are increasing in frequency and severity. This is a reminder that God has given humans the freedom of choice, but that freedom comes with great responsibility. Natural disasters can be the way that God reminds people of their responsibility to the earth, inviting us to reflect on our lifestyles and how we treat the environment. Another aspect to consider is that God is not only the creator, but also the redeemer. When facing natural disasters, God is always the source of hope and salvation for humanity. Even in the greatest disasters, God shows his compassion and gives people opportunities to find balance and look to the future. In Isaiah 43 verse 2, God promises that when you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned, and the flame shall not consume you. This carries a symbolic meaning about God's presence in all adversities, including great challenges such as floods or natural disasters. He doesn't abandon us, but is always there, facing the difficulties with us, while giving us hope and strength to overcome them. Natural disasters, in many cases, can be an opportunity for people to discover God's compassion and salvation. In dark times, when people lose all hope, God is always ready to help and give them new strength. History has shown that after every natural disaster, no matter how great the damages, people can still rise and rebuild from the beginning. And in the process, they feel the presence of God in their lives. Natural disasters, including floods, whether they are the result of natural laws or human actions, can also be seen as opportunities for people to develop their faith. The Bible does not shy away from the issue of suffering and adversity. Rather, it often encourages us to find meaning and learning in difficult circumstances. In Romans 5 verses 3 to 4, it says that we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. This passage offers insight into how the difficulties and trials, including natural disasters, can serve as trials that help strengthen our faith and spiritual growth. When faced with natural disasters, People often feel helpless and scared because they cannot control what is happening. However, that is also when they can find strength and faith and rely on God for comfort and hope. The stories of communities uniting to help each other after enduring devastating floods are proof that natural disasters can bring about the development of faith and love between people. In the Bible, God not only gave humans life, but also the power of self-determination, freedom of choice. However, this freedom comes with responsibility. People can choose to act for the common good, protect the environment, and live in harmony with nature, or they can choose the opposite path of destruction and negatively impact the earth. God created a perfect natural world, but it is the irresponsibility of humans that has contributed to an increase in the frequency and severity of natural disasters, including floods. The impact of climate change due to greenhouse gas emissions, deforestation, and unsustainable resource extraction has upset the balance of natural laws. Phenomena such as rising sea levels, major storms, and increasingly severe floods are a direct result of human overintervention in the environment. However, even in these circumstances, God does not abandon people, but continues to give them opportunities to correct and restore what has been destroyed. God's reminders are always present through natural phenomena, telling people that they need to be more responsible with the environment that He has given them. Another important question that many people ask is whether God is able to prevent natural disasters from happening. In the Bible, we see many times that God intervened in natural events to help or save His people. For example, He split the Red Sea so that the Israelites could cross safely when escaping from the Egyptian army. He also calmed a storm when Jesus said, "Peace, be still," and the sea immediately became calm. This shows that God has the power to intervene in natural phenomena if He wants to. However, we also need to understand that God does not always intervene in every natural event. He may allow these events to happen to fulfill a greater plan which, with our limited vision, we cannot fully understand at that moment. God, with infinite compassion, can use disasters and suffering as a way to highlight what is more important in life. Faced with natural disasters, instead of only praying for the direct intervention of God to prevent them, we should also pray for the wisdom and strength to overcome the challenges, and especially to find a way to live more rightly and responsibly with the environment, the community, and ourselves. Natural disasters like floods are not only destructive natural events, but from a theological perspective, they also contain deep meanings. Through these phenomena, God may be conveying messages about awareness and human responsibility. Floods in many biblical stories also symbolize cleansing and rebirth, as in the story of Noah and the Great Flood. The destruction of the flood brings a new beginning, a renewal of the relationship between God and humankind. It shows that after every event, after every trial, people have an opportunity to start over with God's guidance. This cleansing happens not only on a physical level, but also on a spiritual level. When faced with disasters like floods, people have the opportunity to re-examine their lives, re-evaluate their values, and seek redemption from God. Material losses may encourage us to seek eternal values, the values that God promises through faith and trust. Through natural phenomena, God may sometimes want to send humanity a call to spiritual awakening. When people are caught up in material goals and neglect their responsibility to their fellow humans and to nature, disasters can be a reminder that we need to return to the core values that God has taught: love, compassion, and responsibility for the life that He has given. As mentioned in the Bible, the difficulties that people go through are not necessarily a punishment from God. Sometimes they are opportunities for people to change and improve themselves. They are trials of faith, and through these trials, God gives people the opportunity to show perseverance and trust in Him. Floods and natural disasters also remind us that life is impermanent and that the material values that people hold on to can disappear at any moment. This encourages us to put our faith in more enduring spiritual values and, thereby, build a deeper relationship with God. One undeniable thing is that after natural disasters such as floods, compassion and helping one another among people are often demonstrated most strongly. In difficult situations, many individuals and organizations have stood up, ready to support and provide aid to those who are affected. It is in those moments that we see more clearly the love and compassion that God has taught through the lessons of the Bible. Humanitarian actions after natural disasters are not only material help, but also expressions of trust in God. By helping each other, people not only fulfill their social responsibilities, but also demonstrate a part of the unconditional love that God has for us. These actions not only help alleviate the pain caused by natural disasters, but are also a way for us to feel more clearly the presence of God in our daily lives. Although natural disasters like floods can bring destruction and loss, faith in God helps people maintain hope. God does not let these trials happen without a purpose. He uses them to teach, to cleanse, and to regenerate people. This does not mean that He directly causes all natural disasters, but through these difficulties, people can grow stronger in their faith and reverence for Him. Hope in God helps people look beyond the difficulties in front of them, helping them understand that everything that happens is part of His greater plan. After each disaster, a new opportunity always opens up, and in every opportunity, God is always there to guide us. The question of whether floods and natural disasters are caused by God cannot be answered simply and definitively. Natural disasters like floods can be the result of the natural laws that God set in place when He created the world. However, it is more important to realize that whether a natural disaster occurs or not, God is always present beside people, guiding, comforting, and giving hope. Floods and other natural disasters can be a reminder for people to live rightly, responsibly with the environment and with one another, while maintaining their faith in God. Through each trial, God not only teaches us, but also opens new doors of salvation, compassion, and hope in Him. God, like a loving father to His children, sometimes allows difficulties and trials to occur to awaken and guide humanity back to the right path. In the Bible, God has often warned people through natural events, reminding them of the temporary nature of earthly life and the importance of maintaining a close relationship with Him. Natural disasters such as floods can be a call from God for humanity to be awakened to the consequences of living far away from spiritual values. We can easily get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life with our material concerns and forget about God's presence in our daily lives. When natural disasters strike, people are forced to face the fragility of life, reminding them of God's absolute power and their own insignificance. The reminder through natural disasters is not a baseless punishment, but an invitation to return to the most basic values: love, faith, and reverence for God. When people live irresponsibly, harming the environment and disrespecting each other, God may allow natural disasters to occur as a means to awaken them to the consequences of their wrong actions and to invite change. God does not promise that our lives will always be peaceful and without difficulties, but He promises to be with us in every trial. When natural disasters occur, it can be a test of our faith. Floods, like any other difficulty, do not necessarily have to be seen as a punishment from God. Instead, it can be an opportunity for us to strengthen our faith and patience. In the letter to the Romans, the Bible says, "Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope." Trials can bring about growth in faith, helping us become stronger in faith and in spirit. When faced with natural disasters like floods, people of faith will feel that God is still with them, even in the most difficult situations. Floods, with all the destruction and suffering they bring, can be a test of people's steadfastness and loyalty to God. In moments that seem hopeless, we are invited not to give up, but instead to find hope and comfort in faith. God never lets us face challenges without providing us with the strength to overcome them. The question of whether floods and natural disasters are caused by God cannot be answered without considering the role of humans in causing and exacerbating natural disasters. The Bible teaches that humans have been given dominion over the earth, but this responsibility comes with the obligation to protect and care for creation. In Genesis 1 verse 28, God says, "Be fruitful and increase in number, fill the earth and subdue it." However, instead of governing responsibly, humans over the centuries have exploited and harmed the environment unsustainably. Activities such as deforestation, industrial waste, and the reckless use of natural resources have disrupted the natural ecosystem balance, contributing to the increase in the frequency and severity of natural disasters, including floods. Natural disasters, including floods, can be a consequence of human actions. Climate change is a clear example of how over-intervention in nature can lead to major disasters. Rising sea levels, changes in weather patterns, and the increase in extreme climate phenomena are all directly related to human behavior. Therefore, although God created natural laws, it is humans who can exacerbate the consequences of natural disasters if we do not live up to our responsibilities. Although floods and natural disasters may be the result of natural laws or human actions, God still invites us to improve and correct our mistakes. He is not only the Creator, but also the Redeemer, always ready to forgive and give new opportunities to those who want to change and live righteously. God invites people, through natural disaster events, to change their way of life to avoid more serious consequences in the future. This is an opportunity for people to reflect on their actions and recognize their responsibility to protect the creation that God has given. The lessons from floods and natural disasters don't stop at dealing with material damage, but also serve as a reminder of the importance of living in harmony with nature and being responsible for each other. When faced with floods and other natural disasters, prayer is a powerful means for us to seek comfort, guidance, and salvation from God. Prayer not only helps people feel closer to God, but also helps them maintain their faith and peace in the most difficult times. In the Bible, many times God listened to and responded to the prayers of his people when they were in difficulty. The Psalm says, "Then they cried to the Lord in their trouble, and he saved them from their distress. He stilled the storm to a whisper. The waves of the sea were hushed. They were glad when it grew calm, and he guided them to their desired haven." Prayer in natural disasters is not only a way for people to ask God to grant them help, but also an opportunity to express their gratitude and trust in his providence. Although floods may bring many losses and sufferings, prayer helps us to realize that God is always with us. He does not abandon his children, but always opens a path of new hope. During times of natural disaster, kindness and love among people are often expressed most strongly. After each flood, we witness stories of unity and mutual support in which the spirit of kindness and unity stand out more than ever before. Floods, while bringing many losses, are also opportunities for people to practice the values that God teaches: to love, to share, and to help one another. When one person helps another in a disaster, it is not only a humanitarian act, but also an expression of God's love through concrete actions. It is in these difficult moments, when everything seems to be collapsing, that we see more clearly the presence of God through kind acts, through hearts ready to share and help each other. God has given humanity compassion, and in times of disaster, love among people becomes a vital force for overcoming challenges. God, like a loving Father, sometimes allows difficulties and trials to occur to awaken and guide humanity back to the right path. In the Bible, God often warned people through natural events, reminding them of the temporary nature of earthly life and the importance of maintaining a close relationship with him. Natural disasters like floods can be a call from God for humanity to become aware of actions that stray from sacred values. We easily get caught up in the hurried pace of material concerns, forgetting his presence in our daily lives. When natural disasters strike, people are forced to confront the fragility of life, reminding them of God's absolute power and their own smallness. This reminder through disaster is not a senseless punishment, but rather an invitation to return to the most fundamental values: love, faith, and reverence for God. When people live irresponsibly, harming the environment and disrespecting each other, God may allow natural disasters to occur as a means to awaken them to the consequences of their wrong actions and to invite change. God doesn't promise that our lives will always be peaceful and without difficulties, but He promises to be by our side in every trial. When natural disasters occur, it can be a test of our faith. Floods, like any other hardship, do not necessarily have to be viewed as a punishment from God. Instead, it can be an opportunity for us to strengthen our faith and patience. Whether a natural disaster like a flood is a result of natural laws or human actions, God still invites us to improve and correct our mistakes. He is not only the Creator, but also the Redeemer, always ready to forgive and grant new opportunities to those who want to change and live righteously. God invites people, through these natural disasters, to change their ways of life to avoid more serious consequences in the future. This is an opportunity for people to reflect on their actions and to recognize their responsibility to protect the creation that God has bestowed. The lessons from floods and natural disasters are not just about dealing with material damage, but also serve as a reminder of the importance of living in harmony with nature and being responsible toward each other. When facing floods and other disasters, prayer is a powerful means for us to seek comfort, guidance, and salvation from God. Prayer not only helps people feel closer to God, but also helps them maintain faith and peace in the most difficult times. In the Bible, God often listened and answered the prayers of His people when they faced hardship. The Psalms say they cried out to the Lord in their distress, and He saved them from their troubles. He stilled the storm, so that the waves of the sea were calmed. They were glad when it grew quiet, and He guided them to their desired haven. Prayer during disasters is not just a way for people to ask God for help, but also an opportunity to show their gratitude and trust in His providence. Even though floods may bring much loss and suffering, prayer helps us recognize that God is always with us. He doesn't abandon His children, but always opens a new path of hope. In times of disaster, human kindness and love are often expressed most strongly. After each flood, we witness stories of unity and mutual support, where the spirit of compassion and unity stands out more than ever. Floods, even though they bring loss, are also an opportunity for people to practice the values that God taught: love, sharing, and helping each other. When one person helps another in a disaster, it's not just an act of humanity, but also a manifestation of God's love through concrete actions. It is during difficult times when everything seems to be falling apart that we see God's presence through acts of kindness, through hearts that are willing to share and help each other. God has given humanity compassion, and in times of disaster, love among people becomes a vital force for overcoming challenges. Even though floods may cause great destruction, God always has a plan for the restoration and rebirth of humanity. After every disaster, an opportunity to rebuild and restore life always exists. God doesn't just bring spiritual salvation, but also grants people the strength and ability to recover from natural disasters. In Isaiah, the Bible says, "But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." God always gives people patience and strength to overcome the harshest trials. And after every flood, He always opens a new path for people to continue their lives. Rebuilding after a disaster is not just about restoring what was lost materially, but also an opportunity for people to look back at their way of life, to better understand the responsibilities God has given them, and to live a more meaningful life. After every disaster, whether a flood or a storm, people face losses not only materially, but also spiritually. However, God never lets humanity fall into despair without a way to recover. In the Bible, we often see God bringing restoration to His people after severe events, as a way to affirm His love and power. This restoration is not just about rebuilding houses or infrastructure, but also about the process of rebuilding the soul and faith. Floods can devastate many lives, but God, through his mercy and salvation, will grant people the strength to overcome. The Bible teaches that he heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. This is a promise that, no matter the circumstances, God is always present to restore and guide his children to a brighter future. In many cultures and religions, floods are often considered a sign of an end or a major change. In the Bible, the flood during Noah's time is one of the most prominent events, seen as God's wrath towards the corruption of humanity. However, floods are not only signs of judgment, but also a new beginning. After the flood, God made a covenant with Noah, promising that he would never destroy the world with a flood again. This shows that even though natural disasters can be an expression of anger or a warning, God always brings hope and a fresh start. We need to see floods not just as a catastrophe, but as a reminder that God is still in control of everything. After every event, he gives people an opportunity to rebuild their lives, to learn from their mistakes, and to move towards a better future. Natural disasters like floods are not only the result of natural phenomena, but sometimes also the result of people not taking care of and protecting the earth responsibly. The Bible teaches that God has given people the right to manage this world, but also with the responsibility to protect and maintain it. In verse 15 of chapter 2 in Genesis, God said, "The Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and keep it." When people abuse natural resources, deforest, pollute water sources, and upset the ecological balance, these actions can contribute to causing disasters like floods. In that context, natural disasters are not an act of God intended to destroy people, but a consequence of people not fulfilling their duties. God has given people freedom of choice, but with that comes responsibility for the natural world. Floods can be seen as a reminder that people need to live more responsibly with the environment that God has created. Actions to protect the environment and take care of the earth are ways for us to show our gratitude and respect for God's creation. During times of disaster, we often witness touching stories of love and unity among people. People affected by floods receive help not only from the local community, but also from organizations and individuals around the world. This proves that in the most difficult times, love and compassion can become a guiding light for us. Disasters like floods can be an opportunity for people to practice the values that God has taught. God not only wants us to have a strong faith, but also wants us to live with love and sharing with each other. In Matthew 25, verse 40, it says, "Truly, I say to you, as you did it to one of the least of these my brothers, you did it to me." In every act of helping another, God is present. Small acts like sharing food, helping those in need, and praying for each other during a disaster are all ways of expressing God's love through us. Disasters, though harsh, can bring unity and create good things among people. Besides the pain and loss, floods also offer an opportunity for humanity to reflect on spiritual values and to improve their lives. God always wants people to live according to the right values that he has taught. Through disasters, God not only warns us, but also invites us to change our ways of life to live closer to him, while also living more responsibly toward each other and the environment. Floods can be a time for each person to look back at how they treat the world and their fellow human beings. This is the time for us to seek guidance from God, to learn how to forgive, to love, and to improve our relationships with each other. God not only requires obedience, but he also wants us to become good managers, knowing how to care for the creation that he has given. Disasters, in this context, are not a senseless punishment, but an opportunity for humanity to realize the need to return to sacred values. This is a time for people to appreciate the precious things that God has given and to live a more harmonious, loving, and just life. When facing floods, many people wonder if it's a test from God. In the Bible, there are many stories about God testing the faith and loyalty of people, such as the story of Abraham when he had to prove his loyalty to God by being willing to offer his son. However, unlike personal tests, floods can be a test not only for an individual, but also for the whole community and humanity in general. When a disaster strikes, we not only face material loss, but also confront deep questions about faith and about our relationship with God. This is an opportunity for us to examine our faith and, more importantly, how we react to challenges. Do we find strength in faith and loyalty to God? Or are we so tested that we lose faith and hope? God doesn't want people to fail before tests. Rather, He wants them to find maturity and wisdom through each trial. James 1 verse 12 says, "Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial, for when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised to those who love Him." Floods can be seen as a test to measure people's patience, faith, and compassion for each other. However much suffering floods may cause, God never leaves His children in despair. Through trials, He always bestows blessings, even if we may not recognize them right away. Romans 8 verse 28 affirms, "And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good." This means that no matter how difficult the flood may be, God still has a good plan for those who love and trust in Him. God not only bestows blessings materially, but also spiritually. Floods can destroy possessions, but they cannot destroy faith. If we persevere and trust in God's plan, dear brothers and sisters, natural disasters, including floods, earthquakes, storms, and tsunamis, have always been a part of life on Earth. These disasters bring destruction, causing great loss of life and property. In God, He is not merely the Creator, but also a loving God, always following every step of humanity. Whether we are facing floods, disasters, or any other challenges, they are not a punishment, but an opportunity for us to look back, to seek mercy and guidance from Him. God is still working powerfully in each person's life, bringing hope and peace, even through the most violent storms. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends and loved ones, so that we can all together receive God's light. See you in the next videos. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment. Amen, to share your thoughts and feelings. God is always with us and guides us on the path of life. Let's live according to God's word and prepare for a future full of hope and peace. Amen. God bless you. My child, listen to these words, for they are not just a voice from a distant place, but a deep call from an invisible yet very real source. In moments of peace or chaos, when your soul is immersed in an endless search, I'm always there, ready to listen, ready to come closer to you. But you need to remember that when you call my name, I will come. I am the light amidst the darkness, the path guiding lost souls. I am not just a figure from the past, but a powerful presence in each breath, each step of yours, whether you realize it or not. You just need to call a bit of faith, and I will be present. Each day you live amidst the storms of life, among the prosperity and the hidden corners of this world. But don't forget, in all those changes, you still have me. I am the eternal, the foundation for every path, the place you can return to. When the storms push you away, don't let yourself feel lost. You will never be alone. Just call out, and I will come. Did you know that just one prayer, just one soul ready to receive, is enough for me to be present in your life? I am not a distant concept. I am not a divine being in the high heavens. I am a living presence in each moment, in every breath you take. I don't come because you have to do something special. I come because I love you unconditionally. When you feel tired, when the worries of the world surround you, when you feel like you are about to give up, remember that I am right there by your side. You just need to call my name. Nothing is too late. There is no place you can go where I don't follow. You don't have to fight alone in the trials of this life, for I will always be there to guide you through every difficulty. Don't look at your wounds and ask why you have to endure these things. Look towards me, and I will heal you. I will pour down on you blessings you have never known. Wounds are not meant to hold you captive, but to teach you how to be strong and resilient, so you realize that in every trial, I am still your eternal source of strength. But don't just call my name when you face suffering. Did you know that in every moment of your life, I am present? Each breath, each step you take has my presence, whether you are aware of it or not. I don't just come when you need salvation. I come to walk with you, to share the joys, the accomplishments, and also the sorrows. Just call my name, and I will come to you, not because I have to, but because I love you and want to be with you forever. Remember that my presence is not a miracle you seek in a moment. It is a long journey you must walk with me. When you call my name, I will come, but you must learn to recognize me in every step you take. I don't come just to solve the problems you encounter, but to teach you how to face them, how to be strong and have unwavering faith. Don't let the worries, the uncertainties of life, make you forget that I am always there, always a powerful source of strength for you. When you feel like everything is falling apart, when you feel like you are left alone in the darkness, just remember that I am still there. You are not alone, and I will never leave you. When you call my name, I will come, but not just to change the circumstances, but also to change you. I will come to teach you about patience, about faith, about how to love unconditionally. I will come to work with you, so you see life through new eyes, so you realize that every trial has its purpose, and you never have to fight alone. Therefore, remember that each time you call my name, it is each time you open a new door in your life, a door leading you to wonders, to blessings you cannot see with your eyes, but they are always there, waiting for you to realize them. Hold on to your faith. Always remember that when you call my name, I will come. This is an invitation from me, an invitation full of love, full of comfort, and above all, an invitation for you to a sacred journey, a path of light that you are called to walk. When you call my name, it is not just that I come, but it is that you begin to notice a profound change within your soul. Your eyes will open, and you will see the truth in every event of life. The difficulties and trials you once saw as impossible to overcome will now become opportunities for you to see the strength within yourself. So you realize that all suffering can become a means for you to become more complete. The words I speak are not just empty words, not words of preaching. Each word I speak is a living word, a sacred word with the power to overcome all your understanding. When you call my name, it is the moment you enter a sacred relationship where you will never be abandoned. I am the best companion, the best father, always listening, always ready to welcome you in every situation, in every circumstance. Did you know that my presence in your life is not a coincidence, but part of the divine plan I have laid out from the beginning, even before you were born? Every step you take, every event in your life is watched by me, and it is never meaningless. Whether you feel my presence or not, I am always there, leading you so that you can find purpose and peace in your soul. Your pains, your anxieties, your insecurities, all those things will no longer be such a heavy burden when you know that I am right next to you, walking with you, step by step, moment by moment. Remember that life is not an easy journey, and not everything always goes as you wish. But when you call my name, I will come, not to make everything easier, but to help you see them in a different way. When you face challenges, I don't just come to change your circumstances, but to change the way you see and face them. You will see that when you walk with me, all difficulties are just lessons that help you grow more mature, more powerful. When you call my name, I come not only to save you, but also to help you realize that you are the one who can change your life. Sometimes you think you are not strong enough to overcome, but I will open up for you unlimited possibilities that you have never realized. All the strength, all the creativity, all the abilities are already within you. You just need to put your faith in me and start acting from within your soul. I will guide you through every obstacle, and you will feel that transformation from within. When you call my name, I will come to heal the wounds in your soul. Wounds that this world cannot see, but you feel clearly. You may not be able to heal these wounds by your own power, but I will come to bring healing to you, not only from day to day, but throughout your journey. Don't think your wounds are a sign of weakness, because it is in those wounds that you will see your inner strength when I am the one who heals you. Never think that I am just a distant concept, a sacred being in the heavens that you cannot touch. I am not a divinity separate from you, but a living being always present in every breath, every moment of yours. Each time you call my name, you are not just calling a name, but inviting me into your life. I don't come to make everything easy, but to help you realize that my presence is the source of strength, comfort, and faith that you need to overcome all difficulties. When you call my name, nothing is in vain. Each prayer, each call of yours is a sacred invitation, inviting me to come and share all the feelings in your soul. Remember, once you call, I will always come. The moments when you pray, when you feel tired, desperate, and feel like you cannot continue, are when I am closest to you. That is when I not only bring comfort, but also power, a power that cannot be explained in words, a power that can only be felt in your soul. When you are immersed in darkness, when all hope seems to fade, I am the light, shining in all the corners of your heart, leading you out of the dark places of fear and anxiety. Did you know that in each storm of life, in each tempest you face, I am always there, watching over you, making sure that you will not fall? Sometimes you feel as if the world is turning its back on you, but in those very moments, I am closer to you than ever. You may not see it, but I am reaching out to lift you up, to help you feel the absolute safety that only I can give. Each time you call my name, it is a call that is more powerful than all the trials you are facing. You may be swept up in the violent waves of life, but when you look up and call my name, those waves will gradually subside, and you will find yourself more steadfast than ever. You will realize that true strength does not come from what you can see, but from an invisible source that I have given you. The strength of faith, the strength of eternal love, and the strength of perseverance. Remember, I don't just come when you have difficulties. I come to share your joys, to enjoy with you the peaceful and happy moments. When you call my name in joy, I will come to make that joy more complete, more profound. I will help you realize that true happiness is not a fleeting feeling, but the peace in your heart, the contentment with what you have, and the gratitude for the gifts I have given you. When you call my name, you're not only praying for yourself, but also inviting a transformation within yourself. I don't just come to change the circumstances outside, but also to change you from within. You may feel like you are facing a problem that cannot be solved, but when you invite me, when you open your heart to receive my presence, you will realize that you can see every problem from a different perspective, a perspective of peace, patience, and understanding. You are calling for salvation not just for yourself, but also for those you love. When I come, I not only soothe your pain, but also make you a source of light for others. You will feel my peace, and from there you will have the ability to share that peace with those around you. When I come, you will realize that you are not just an individual in a large world, but that you are part of my plan, a part of a community where my love unites all. Believe that no matter how many storms there are, no matter how many challenges you face, I will always be your protector, your guide. When you call my name, you no longer have to face the world alone. You do not just have yourself to rely on, but also me, the one who will never abandon you, who will never let you go alone. When you call my name, it's the moment you open an invisible space that only I can enter. It is the moment when the connection between you and me becomes deeper than ever. Not because I am absent from your life, but because you are actively inviting my presence. In those moments, I'm not just someone who listens to your prayers, but someone who is watching over every step you take, always by your side in every moment, whether you realize it or not. When you feel tired, when you feel like your efforts are not enough, I will come to add more strength to you. You may feel weak. You may feel incapable of facing the trials that surround you. But remember that true strength does not come from you, but from me. I am the origin of all strength. And when you place your faith in me, that strength will flow through you like an endless river, helping you to stand firm and continue your journey. You don't need to overcome all trials alone. When you call my name, I will come, and I will help you overcome the pains, the worries, the long, lonely nights. It is not just a temporary comfort, but a deep healing, a change from the depths of your soul. I will come, not to make everything easy, but to help you see the deep values in the trials you have to face. You will learn that each difficulty, each trial is an opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and closer to me. But never think that I come only when you have difficulties. Yes, I come when you need help, when you feel lost and don't know what to do, but I also come in happy moments, in moments when you are smiling, receiving the gifts of life. When you call my name in joy, I will come to make that joy more complete, more profound. I will help you realize that true happiness is not a fleeting feeling, but peace in your heart, satisfaction with what you have, and gratitude for the gifts I have given you. When you call my name, you are not only asking for yourself, but also inviting a transformation within you. I don't just come to change the circumstances outside, but also to change you from within. You may feel like you are facing a problem that cannot be solved, but when you invite me to come, when you open your heart to receive my presence, you will realize that you can see every problem from a different perspective. It's the perspective of peace, patience, and understanding. When you allow me to come, you will notice that what you thought was unchangeable can change, that what you thought was insurmountable becomes lighter and easier. Remember that when you call my name, you are calling for salvation not just for yourself, but also for those you love. When I come, I don't just soothe your pain, but also make you a source of light for others. You will feel my peace, and from there, you will have the ability to share that peace with those around you. When I come, you will realize that you are not just an individual in a large world, but that you are part of my grand plan, a part of a community where my love unites all. Believe that no matter how many storms there are, no matter how many trials you face, I will always be your protector, your guide. When you call my name, you no longer have to face the world alone. You do not only have yourself to rely on, but you also have me, the one who will never abandon you, who will never let you go alone. I will come and give you the strength to keep moving forward, to reach for better things, so you can face any challenge without fear. I also want you to understand that when you call my name, it's when you're inviting revelation into your life. Revelation isn't just about miraculous events or the miracles you hear about from others. True revelation is when you realize that I am always present in every aspect of your life, in every breath, in every moment, in every action and thought. When you call my name, I will help you recognize my presence in the smallest things in life, in those things you might have overlooked. And it is in those moments that you will feel the incredible, boundless love I have for you. I don't always come in an obvious way. Sometimes I come in quiet moments, in times when you don't feel like you're praying or expecting my appearance. It's a gentle, peaceful presence, a presence that, when you pay attention, you'll realize I've been there all along. The small changes in your life, the unexpected comforts, the miracles you can't explain, are all signs that I'm coming to you, and you just need to open your heart to receive it. When you call my name, it's when you open a sacred space where you will be taught, guided, and loved unconditionally. I come not to impose or interfere in your life, but to help you realize that all you need is already available within me, and I'm ready to share everything with you. When you place your faith in me, when you believe I will come each time you call, you'll see that nothing is impossible, and everything in your life will have much greater meaning. Remember that each time you call my name, it's a time you're opening a door to wisdom, to peace, and to a love that knows no bounds. I will come not just to meet your temporary needs, but to help you change how you view the world and how you view yourself. And each time you call my name, you will feel the strength I bring, a strength that will lead you to a brighter future, where love and peace will never leave you. When you call my name, you are calling upon one whom space and time cannot limit, one whose love has no borders, no conditions, no limits. In every prayer, every call of yours, I will not just respond with an appearance you can see with your eyes. You will perceive my presence in your soul, in your mind, and in your actions. You may not feel my direct presence, but believe that in the quietest moments, in times when you feel weak and helpless, that's when I am closest to you, and the strength of my love permeates every part of you. You know, in every life, in every journey you're taking, I am always watching you, always ready to welcome and guide you through every event, every suffering. When you feel like you've been left behind, when you think all you've strived for has only led to failure, it is in those moments that I am still always by your side, still there, never leaving. The challenges you face are not punishment, but the lessons I am teaching you. They are opportunities for you to become stronger and more steadfast on your path. I want you to understand that each challenge in life is not something you need to run from or fear. Every challenge is an opportunity for you to grow, a chance for you to learn. So you'll realize that your strength does not come from yourself, but from the connection between you and me. When you call my name, you are not just inviting me to help you solve problems immediately. You are inviting me into your heart, into your soul, where I will change how you view life, how you face challenges. You will no longer see challenges as something that hinders you, but you will see them as opportunities to develop, to affirm your belief in yourself and in me. When you call my name, it's when you're inviting healing to the wounds in your soul. The pain you've kept hidden in your heart will gradually be healed by me. You don't need to hide your hurts, the pain you feel. You don't need to pretend to be strong when you feel weak. When you call my name, you are opening yourself up so I can permeate every corner of your soul and give you eternal healing. Healing is not just a temporary removal of pain. It is a release of the burdens you've carried throughout your life. When I come, the wounds within you will no longer be wounds. They will become signs of growth, of the strength you've overcome. You might feel like you've lost so much in life, that you can't possibly recover what's been lost, but believe that nothing is impossible to recover in my presence. You just need to open your heart and let me in. What you thought was lost forever will be recovered by me. Not everything that was lost will come back as it was, but in my recovery, you'll realize that those losses no longer hurt. They are a part of the renewal I am granting you. You'll see that no matter how life changes, I remain the steadfast one, the one who never changes. And my love will never fade. Remember that when you call my name, you are inviting the presence of eternal love, a love not limited by time or space. This love is not just comfort. It's a source of boundless strength so you can stand firm in any challenge. It's a light that guides you in the darkest night. It's the breath that keeps you from ever feeling tired or giving up. This love is not only present when you ask, but it's present in every step you take, in every breath, in every action. You will never have to face life alone because my love will always be with you. When you call my name, you also call upon my protection. You will never be abandoned. Though the world around you may change, I am the one who never changes. My protection is not just shielding you from external dangers. It is protection from the worries and doubts in your heart. When I come, you will feel peace in your soul, feel at ease, no matter what challenge you face. My protection is inviolable, absolute peace that only I can grant. You might not fully understand everything I am doing in your life, but I want you to believe that everything has a reason. Every event in your life, every step, every challenge, every joy is part of my great plan for you. When you call my name, you are cooperating with me in this journey. You don't walk alone. You walk with me. I guide you, and you will find yourself protected, loved, and guided in a way that only I can do. When you call my name, I come not just in times of suffering, but I come to share the joy, to share the peace you have. Don't think that only when you suffer, only when you need help, will I appear. I come in every moment of your life, so you can feel the fullness of love and peace. When you find me in the simplest moments, when you feel my presence in seemingly ordinary moments, that's when you truly understand that everything in life has a sacredness, is a gift from me. Remember that when you call my name, I will come, and when I come, your life will never be the same. I will guide you through every challenge, help you overcome every difficulty, and with you, build a future full of hope and peace. When you call my name, you are opening a door to a new life, a life full of strength, full of love, and full of eternal protection. When you call my name, you are not just inviting a great presence. but you're opening a sacred space where all your weaknesses are transformed. The things you feel are limitations, pain, or failure will become steps leading you to a new level, where you can see life from a different angle. You will realize that everything, small or large, has a deeper purpose and carries within it the mystery of God's love. When I come not just to change the circumstances, but to change you. You won't have to become someone else, but you'll become a greater version of yourself. You will realize that within you is a boundless strength, a wisdom that no power can hinder. When I come, I don't do it for you. I help you realize the divine capacity that you've had all along. That capacity is immortal love, inner peace, and the power of belief. Don't worry when life takes you down challenging paths, because when you call my name, you've invited yourself into a journey you'll never take alone. Every time you feel lost, every time you feel overwhelmed by loneliness, that's when I come to guide you back to the path of wisdom, love, and salvation. When you call my name, it's when you intentionally open yourself up so I can step in, light the path you're taking, make all the weariness, worry, and fear become small and easy to overcome. Believe that in each challenge you encounter is a valuable lesson waiting to welcome you. You might not immediately understand what you're going through, but once you allow me to guide you, you will gradually realize that it was those very difficulties that have been honing you, helping you grow and become more mature. The wounds you feel are beyond healing. The sadness you think you can't overcome will become the marks of salvation. I come not only to heal the body, but also to heal your soul, so you can see beauty in the pain, in the difficulties life brings. When you call my name, you are inviting a great change, not just in yourself, but also in all that you're experiencing. I come not just to solve each small problem in your life, but to help you see life in a more complete, deeper way. Each event in your life, each change, each challenge, will become an opportunity for you to open your heart, to see more clearly your purpose in this life, and to realize that my love is always an eternal motivation that never fades. You might not immediately see my presence, but believe that when you call me, even when there seems to be no clear sign, I will always be there, always ready to guide you, protect you, and love you in every moment. I might come in forms you can't foresee. Sometimes it's in a sincere glance from a stranger, sometimes in a gentle breeze, sometimes in the quiet moments of your soul. These are signs that I have come, even when you don't see me with your eyes, but feel me in your heart. I will never let you feel lonely or abandoned, even in the moments that seem the most desperate. I come to you in every situation, in every emotion you experience. When you call my name in joy, I will make that joy even more profound. I don't just come when you're suffering or need help. I come even in the happy moments when you're enjoying the simple things in life. I will come to share that joy with you, making that joy not just a fleeting moment, but a lasting state within your heart. When you call my name, even in your brightest moments, you will feel my powerful presence, helping you realize that true joy is when you live in harmony with yourself and with the universe around you. And when you feel challenged, when you think you can't endure any longer, I come to awaken the power within you. When you call my name, you invite me not to solve everything for you, but for you to realize that the true strength within you is what I have given you, is from the love and understanding I bring. In your most painful times, when you think you've run out of strength, that's when you can find a new source of energy, a boundless strength from my love. Never think that I've left you to face suffering alone, because I have always been there beside you in every challenge, waiting for you to open your heart to receive my help. When you call my name, I come to help you understand that though the world might be chaotic, though life might change, in my embrace, you will always find peace. I come to help you realize that what you are looking for outside is already present within you, in your heart. You just need to open up and let me in to reveal all the good within you, helping you live with your true nature. When you find peace in your heart, you will feel the grandeur of God's love, a love that never changes, never ends. Keep calling my name, because every time you do, you're stepping closer to the truth, closer to the completion and holiness you're seeking. When you call my name, I will come, and when I come, your life will never be the same. You will feel the eternal connection between you and me, and will find in each moment of your life a peace that only divine love can bring. When you call my name, you're not just inviting a great presence, but you're opening a divine door that leads you to a world invisible to the eye, but where eternal truth exists. You will see that with every time I come, every time you call, you're taking a step towards a deeper understanding of yourself and of what I'm teaching you. When you call my name, you're not only causing me to appear beside you, you're also inviting blessings and peace into your life. You will realize that in every moment there is no randomness. There is nothing by chance, but everything is arranged. Each step you take is guided by me. Each event in your life is part of a greater plan you don't fully understand. But when you call my name, I will help you see more clearly. Never think that your call is just an invitation without meaning. Each time you call my name is a very powerful invitation. It's an invitation that opens your heart for me to enter. It's a meeting between humans and God, between the visible world and the invisible world. And in every meeting, I bring indescribable peace, boundless protection, and blessings you can't imagine. When you call upon me, you open the doors of your soul to receive the gifts that I have prepared for you from before you were born. These gifts don't always come in the form you expect, but are always what you need at the right time. Remember that when you call my name, you invite the presence of unconditional love, a love that knows no bias. My love isn't a fleeting emotion, but an eternal, unchanging presence. It is the love that stepped out of heaven and into this world to save humanity. That love has sacrificed all to be an example for you. So you can see that in every situation, whether it's pain or joy, giving an unconditional love is always the path to salvation. When you call my name, that's when you're touching the source of that love, when you're inviting salvation to come to you. You'll never have to face any challenge alone. When you call my name, even in the most desperate moments, you're inviting the eternal strength and help from me. When you feel like you can't go on, when your steps are heavy and your heart is full of worry, that's when I come closest to you. It is not a time of your weakness or lacking, but a time for you to truly realize that your strength doesn't come from yourself, but from your connection with me. I will not let you fall into darkness without a light to guide you. I will not let you stumble without a hand to lift you up. Therefore, never feel alone in this life. Never think the difficulties you're facing are trials that you can't overcome. When you call my name, you'll see that each challenge becomes an opportunity. Each difficulty a lesson that helps you grow, be stronger, and be closer to me. In each step, in each event in life, I am always with you, always there to protect you, to help you find peace even in the times when you feel most discouraged. Do you know that when you call my name, you are inviting not only my help, but also my sanctification? Prayers are not just requests you make, but opportunities to merge into the boundless light I bring. Each word you speak is not just a request, but a connection, a fellowship with the unseen but ever-present one. The moments you dedicate to me, in quiet moments, in lonely moments, or in weariness, are the moments when you open up to me to be able to come in to renew you, to heal you, to sanctify you. When you call my name, you're doing something sacred. You're calling upon the source of life, calling upon the creator of all things, calling upon boundless love. And when you invite me, I will come not in the form you expect, but in the form you need. Sometimes my presence doesn't come in a blazing light or a resounding voice, but it comes through a feeling of peace in your heart, through a sudden understanding of things you had never realized, through small but deep changes in your soul. When you open up, I will come and help you see more clearly about yourself, about the path you are taking, and about your true purpose in this life. I know that in life there are times when you feel lost, times when you feel like you are drowning in darkness, not knowing where to go. But remember that at those times, it's when you most need to call my name, because it's only when you call upon me that I can come in, guide you through the darkest night, and lead you out into the light of understanding and love. I don't just come to help you overcome difficulties. I also come to help you find deep peace in your own soul, helping you see that no matter how chaotic the world around you may be, you can still live in the peace I grant. When you call my name, you're not just calling for help, but also calling for sanctification, salvation. Every moment when you call my name is a moment when you come closer to absolute freedom, to freedom from all worry, all fear, and all frustration. You will realize that nothing in this life can separate you from the peace I bring. You just need to call my name sincerely and open yourself to receive. Remember that every time you call my name, I will come, and when I come, your life will never be the same. I will teach you to see everything with new eyes, with a new heart, and with unwavering faith. When you call my name, you are not just opening a door that leads to salvation, but you are also opening a door to unconditional love, eternal peace, and a new life full of promise. When you call my name, you're not only opening a door for my presence, but you're also opening a sacred space in your heart where earthly cares cannot intrude, where only pure love, peace, and the infinite wisdom of God can reign. In that space, you will see that what you have experienced in this life are not meaningless sufferings, but lessons, opportunities to come closer to the holiness I have destined for you since you were not yet born. The challenges you thought you couldn't overcome, the pain that seemed unhealable, will now become the steps on the path that lead you to salvation, to the completion that I have ordained for you. Remember that when you call my name, you are not only calling for salvation for yourself, but you're inviting a complete transformation in your soul, in how you view life, and in your relationships with the world around you. It's a deep transformation you'll only see when you completely believe in my presence in every moment of your life. I come not to replace you, but to help you realize that your true nature is a reflection of me, is the embodiment of love, light, and holiness in this life. Every moment you open your heart and call on me, I will come, not with the grand and mystical things you imagine, but with subtle and deep changes within you, in how you view the world, in how you face life. I will come not only when you need help, but in all your moments, whether you are joyful or suffering. When you call my name, you open your heart to receive the peace, love, and light that I bring. I don't just come to help you solve problems, but to let you realize that all the problems you're facing are opportunities for you to grow, understand more, and be closer to me. Each challenge, each difficulty, each pain has a deep meaning. And it's in those moments, when you call upon me, that I will help you see the truth behind each situation. Help you find peace right in your own soul, no matter how things may appear externally. There are times when you feel despair, when you think you can't continue anymore. That's when I am closest to you. Remember that I never abandon you. I never leave you alone in the storms. Every time you feel weak, that's when you need to realize that your strength doesn't come from yourself, but from your connection with me, from believing in my presence in your life. It is in those moments that you will feel my closeness, feel the comfort and help that only I can give. When you call my name, you'll see that salvation is not just a distant concept, but a reality that can be experienced right in your everyday life. It is not something you have to wait for in the far future, but something you can feel right now in every breath, in every step, in every decision you make. The salvation I bring you is present salvation, a release from all the worries, all the fears, and all the burdens you carry in your heart. When you call my name, you are not only seeking help, but you are inviting me into your soul, so I may cleanse, purify, and sanctify you. I am always here, always ready to come when you call. But my presence is not always easy to notice. Sometimes you have to be still, you have to renew your soul in order to feel my approach. You need to believe that I never leave you, even in the most difficult times. I am there when you feel hopeless, when you no longer see a way out. Never think that I have abandoned you. You may not see me, but I am always there, always protecting you, always the boundless source of strength you can lean on. When you call my name, you invite an intersection between the visible world and the invisible world. I am the bridge between those two worlds, helping you feel the sacredness in things that seem very ordinary. Every step you take on this earth, every word you speak, every action you take, can become an expression of my presence if you open up and believe. I come not just to change the world around you, but to change you, helping you become a more perfect human being, closer to me, and be able to illuminate this world with the light of love and peace that I bring. Always remember that every time you call my name, you are not just inviting me, but you are also inviting yourself into a new journey. It's a journey of self-discovery, of holiness, of love, and of life in the truth that I have for you. You no longer walk alone because I will always be with you in every step, in every challenge, in every joy, and in every sorrow. When you call my name, you are inviting eternal peace into your life. And I will come, always ready, always walking alongside you on every road you take. When you call my name, these simple words, while sounding like a prayer, a call in a moment of weariness, in this endless universe, they have boundless power. Every time you utter my name, it's a profound connection, transcending all time and space between you and the invisible source of light. In those moments when you can't see, can't understand, but feel most clearly, I will come, not as a physical presence, but as a presence within your soul, in the deepest depths of your heart, where true love cannot be obscured, where you begin to understand that what you're seeking is not outside but within you. You may be living in a world filled with challenges, where you constantly face difficult decisions, choices interwoven between right and wrong. But when you call out my name, you're not only asking for help in difficult times, but you're inviting me in so I can guide you through uncharted paths, through areas you've never considered, places where my light will shine, helping you find your steps clearer and firmer. Each time you call on me, I will come, not to do things for you, but to make you realize that the strength, the wisdom, and the understanding you need have long been within you. You just need to open your heart, embrace, and trust. My arrival may not always be immediate. I may not always appear in the way you imagine. Sometimes, my presence is simply a soothing feeling within you, a strange peace when you pause and listen. You'll notice that in those moments, even if everything around you is in chaos, your soul becomes still. That's when you truly sense my closeness, when you understand that I never abandon you, even if storms sweep away what you hold most dear. Each time you call out my name, you're opening a sacred space for me to fill your soul, to renew you from the inside out. So you see that everything you're experiencing is part of a divine plan that I've prepared from the beginning. I come so you realize that no pain is meaningless, no difficulty insurmountable. Every challenge you face, every wound in your heart can become an opportunity for you to grow stronger, to find healing in my unconditional love and care. I won't let you endure any suffering alone. In those moments that seem most painful, I will come, not to make you forget your sadness, but to help you see the lessons I want you to learn. Sometimes, you must go through trials so that you can mature, so you can see more clearly the immense love I have for you, and so you can learn to love yourself and love those around you. When you call on me, remember that I don't come with the magical miracles you might imagine. Instead, I come through small, yet profound, changes within you. It's a shift in how you view the world, in how you engage with the people in your life. I don't just come to change your circumstances. I come so you realize that you can change yourself. You are not a victim of your circumstances, but a creator of your own life. Someone who can choose how to live, how to love, and how to face life. You'll see that when I come, not everything around you changes immediately, but rather, I'll help you change the way you perceive and deal with the world. When you call on me, you are not only inviting salvation, but also inviting awakening, inviting understanding of the nature of this life. Life is not just about what you experience, but how you face those challenges. When you realize that I am always there, everything will become easier, not because the situation has changed, but because you have changed. You will no longer be afraid of difficulties, because you will realize that peace and courage don't come from the outside, but from within you, from trusting in me and in the eternal love I have for you. I come not to give you what this world cannot provide, but to help you realize that it's in the simple things, the small things of life, that you will find holiness, peace, and profound understanding. You can find me in the quiet moments of early morning, in the times sitting with your family, in the conversations with your loved ones. My presence isn't always some great miracle, but rather the miracle in small things, things you might not notice if you don't stop to feel. You're never alone, because when you call out my name, I come not just from the outside, but from within your soul. I am the presence in your heart, the light that helps you see your way through the darkness, the love that helps you overcome all the challenges you face. Always remember that when you call out my name, you're not only inviting me, but also inviting yourself closer to holiness, to eternal love, and to the path of salvation I have laid out for you. Never hesitate to call on me, because I am always here, always ready to come when you need me. I will not abandon you, will not let you walk alone. Remember that each time you call on me, you are not just seeking help, but you're opening a door so that I can enter your soul, so that I can guide you through glorious paths, the paths leading to holiness and unconditional love. When you call out my name, those calls echo in the infinite space, radiating through the immeasurable depths of the invisible world. They are not just words you utter from your lips, but rather invitations that originate from your soul, from the deepest place in your heart. Those moments, even if just a short second, contain a great truth. It's the sacred connection between you and me, between you and the Creator, between you and the source of eternal life. Each call, however small, is a step, a move closer to unity with me, an opening of the soul to receive the eternal light I have for you. Don't think that your calls are a weak plea, because when you call out my name, it's a powerful affirmation that you are never alone, that you never have to suffer alone. Every time you call on me, it's an affirmation of faith, a time you open your heart to receive the holiness and peace I will bestow upon you. Don't think my arrival is something far away, because I never leave you. It's in the moments when you feel weakest, in the times when you believe you cannot go on, that I will come, will lift you up, will give you the strength to overcome everything. You might not understand everything I do, might not see all the miracles I perform in your life, but remember that I never do anything without a reason, and nothing happens that is not part of the wonderful plan I have prepared for you. Every event in your life, whether joy or sorrow, has a divine purpose, and I will always be there to guide you through the crossroads, to help you realize the lessons you need to learn. When you call on me, it's when you open your heart so that I can guide, heal, and renew you. Each moment you live in faith, in connection with me, is a moment when you are closer to the truth about the eternal nature of life, about the eternal love I have for you. I come not to replace you, but to accompany you on each step you take in this world. They all have meaning, all are part of the journey I have prepared for you. When you call on me, you invite me into your life, not just to resolve difficulties, but so that I can change you, change the way you perceive and face the world. You are not a victim of your circumstances, but the author of your own life, someone who can choose how to live, how to love, and how to accept the things that cannot be changed. When you call on me, you are not only seeking help in difficult times, but you are inviting holiness into your life. The things you are going through are not random trials, but the lessons I have arranged so that you can become more mature, more loving, and live more fully. Don't be afraid when facing challenges, because each challenge is an opportunity for you to understand yourself better, understand the unlimited power you have when connected with me. Every moment in your life can become a revelation, an opening to spiritual depths you've never imagined. When you call on me, it's when you allow yourself to step into a new journey, a journey of wisdom and profound understanding. I don't come so that you are liberated from all suffering or challenges, but I come so you realize that in every challenge you can still find peace, comfort, and help from me. In those times when you think you cannot bear it, it's in those moments that I will come, not to remove the difficulties, but to make you stronger, to help you see clearly the path I have prepared for you. When you call on me, I don't come to do everything for you, but to help you realize that you can be the master of your own life, that you can overcome every challenge with faith, persistence, and the boundless love that I have given you. You are not a weak person, but someone born to light up this world with patience, love, and resilience. Don't let difficulties bring you down, because when you call on me, I will come, will lift you up, will give you the strength to keep walking. I come to help you realize that the pains in life are not things you can't overcome, but rather opportunities for you to grow, to see the boundless strength that I have given you. I come to open your eyes, to help you see the deep values in every moment of your life, in every smile, in every step. Everything you experience is part of a great plan that I have laid out, and I will always be there with you, guiding you toward understanding, toward the perfection of yourself. When you call on me, you are not just calling for salvation, but calling for a profound transformation within yourself. Every time you call on me is a time when you allow your heart to be opened, so you can recognize my presence in every moment. I am not some distant being, not an obscure image in your mind, but rather a living presence, existing in every breath you take, in every step you walk. Remember that when you call on me, you are not only inviting me, but you are inviting yourself into a complete life, a life full of the love, holiness, and peace that I have reserved for you. Never hesitate to call on me, no matter how difficult the circumstances, no matter how lonely you might feel. When you call on me, you open a sacred space so I can come, so I can guide you through every challenge. Help you realize that in everything you experience, I am always with you, always the guiding light, always the eternal love you can rely on. When you call on me, you are opening an invisible door, a door that only true faith and desire can open. Every word you speak, whether gentle or urgent, echoes in this invisible world, carrying all your beliefs, hopes, and deepest aspirations. And from the other side of that door, I hear you, I feel you, I know your pain, your worries, and your dreams. You may not see, not hear, but in every moment you call on me, I am coming. Not in the way you might expect, but in the way that I have prepared for you since you came into existence. When you call on me, it's not a weak plea, not a call from despair. On the contrary, it's an action filled with power, because through that call, you affirm that I am the Creator, the source of life, and the only place you can find true peace. You are not alone in this world, but rather a part of a divine plan, a plan that I laid out from the beginning. The challenges you face are not random, but the opportunities one have created so that you can grow, so you can see greatness in small things, so you can discover the deep secrets that I have left in every moment of life. In the painful moments, when you feel you cannot go on, I will come, but don't expect my arrival to be an instant miracle, an immediate change of circumstances. I come to help you realize that it is in those most difficult times that you can see clearly your true nature, see the hidden abilities that you have never recognized. I come to illuminate the paths you have never dared to walk, so you can see the glorious path that I have reserved for you since before you were born. Every time you call on me is a time you invite yourself into the journey of self-awareness, a journey of endless exploration of the sacred nature of life, of yourself, and of me. When I come, I don't come with what you might imagine to be a magical miracle, but I come to illuminate the path you must take, to open your eyes, and help you realize that you are the one who can change your own life. You can change, not through mysterious miracles, but through the power of faith, persistence, and the unconditional love that I have given you. Every time you feel weak, every time you feel you cannot bear it, it is in those moments that I will come. I will never let you face this world alone, because I know that within you is a great power, a power you have not yet recognized. And it is I, through my presence, who will help you unleash that power, help you find faith in yourself. Never think that my coming is just salvation in moments of despair. I come in every moment of your life, in every breath, in every step, in every choice you make. My presence is not only for the times when you feel weak, but also for the times when you feel strongest. When you call on me, you are not only seeking help, but opening a door so I can enter your heart, so I can become the guiding light in every situation. I will come, not to replace you, but to help you realize that you are the one who can change your life. You are the one who can face all challenges with the strength and persistence of faith. Every time you call on me, you're also inviting me into the lives of those around you. When I come to you, I don't just come to an individual, but I come to a community, a family, a society. When you live in my light, the wisdom and love you experience will not just help you, but will also help all those around you. I am not a separate being, but the one who brings the infinite love for everyone. And when you call on me, you are expanding the door of love and forgiveness to all those you meet. I come to help you realize that in every challenge, in every suffering, you can find peace and holiness. You don't need to worry about what is happening, because when you call on me, I come to illuminate your path so you don't have to walk in the darkness alone. Every step, every decision, every difficulty you face is an opportunity for you to grow, for you to learn how to love, how to forgive, and how to view life from a different perspective. A perspective of wisdom and the unconditional love that I bestow. When you call on me, you are not only calling for help, but you are calling for awakening. You are not a victim of life, but the creator of your own life, someone who can decide how to face every challenge. When you realize that I am always there, you will no longer feel afraid of the things that cannot be changed, but you will realize that in those very challenges you can find peace, resilience, and maturity. When you call on me, you are inviting yourself into a life filled with meaning, a life in which I am the guiding light, the boundless love, and the source of inspiration so you can live a life fully, filled with holiness and peace. Never stop calling on me, no matter where life takes you, no matter how many challenges you face. Remember that when you call on me, I will come, not to make you no longer face difficulties, but to help you realize that in those very challenges, you can find the strength, resilience, and peace that I have always been ready to give you. Continue calling on me, and you will realize that each time you do so, you are not just inviting me, but inviting yourself into a meaningful and sacred journey. When you call on me, it's not just your call in a moment of weakness, but your affirmation that you always believe in my presence in everything. These words, although just a gentle sound passing through the space, can create a powerful transformation in you and around you. I come not to replace you, but to lift you up, to make you realize that the greatest strength you have is your connection with me. The love that cannot be shaken, cannot be measured, that I have for you. When you call on me, it means that you are no longer alone in challenges, no longer having to struggle alone with the storms of life. You will not be afraid because I am the guiding light, the refuge in the storms, the savior when you feel lost. It is in that calling that I come, not to solve everything, but so you can see the differences in yourself. You will realize that when I come, you no longer have to seek peace on the outside, but peace has long been within you, and you only need to know how to open your heart to receive. You might not understand why these challenges have come to you, but when you call on me, I will help you realize that nothing in this life happens without a reason. Everything is part of a great plan that I have reserved for you, a plan that even if you cannot see all the details, will still lead you to maturity, to a deeper awareness of the purpose of your life. When I come, I will not just change the external circumstances, but I will help you change the way you perceive the world and yourself. Every challenge is an opportunity for you to discover the hidden strength within you, a strength that you have never imagined. Don't think that when I come, I can only change the things on the outside. The external changes are only a small part of life you must face, and when you call on me, I will help you realize that the true change must come from within. I come to renew your soul, to help you perceive and live with an open mind, a heart no longer bound by fears or prejudice. My presence will not only help you face the challenges with resilience, but will also help you see the beauty in everything, from the small things to the big things, from the joys to the sorrows. They all have value and all are part of the sacred journey you are taking. When you call on me, you are also calling for something greater than yourself. You are inviting greatness, holiness, and infinite wisdom into your life. I come not to have you live in a world without difficulties, but to see and accept those difficulties as opportunities for growth. You will no longer be afraid of the things you cannot change, because when I come, I will help you realize that in every situation, you always have the right to choose your attitude. Choose the way you face and deal with everything. When you call on me, you are also seeking a deeper connection with yourself. I come not to have you become useless or not able to face the challenges on your own, but so that you understand that the greatest strength lies in your connection with me. Every time you call, every time you turn to me, you are awakening the sacred energy that I have placed in your heart. I am not outside of you, but rather I am the source of eternal life, the creator that you always carry within you. Every step you take, even the smallest, can lead you to deeper understanding of yourself, of life, and of the world you are living in. But I do not just come to help you overcome challenges. I come so you realize that every moment of this life can become a valuable lesson, a sacred moment. When you call on me, you invite me into every aspect of your life. I do not just come when you are suffering, but I am always present when you are happy, when you are enjoying the beautiful moments of life. My presence is an invisible protection, a guide so you never get lost in joy or sorrow. Let me guide you, so you not only find peace in difficult times, but also live fully in the moments of happiness, in the love and forgiveness I have for you. Do not forget that when you call on me, I come not to do everything for you, but to help you see more clearly the true nature of this life. I come so you realize that in every situation, I am always present, always ready to help and to bring you through every challenge. Every call of yours, whether gentle or full of suffering, is the opening of a sacred connection, a deep relationship that you and I have created long ago, a relationship that nothing can break. Remember that when you call on me, it is not just a once-in-a-lifetime call. Every time you feel lost, every time you feel helpless, I will always be there, ready to reach out my hand for you to take hold and continue the journey. When you call on me, you are not just calling for salvation, but you are inviting awakening, a deep awareness of yourself and of the world around you. And every time you realize my presence in your life, you will never feel alone again, never have to fear when facing challenges. I will always be your guiding light, a boundless source of strength that helps you move firmly through it all. When you call on me, it is not just a regular call, but a sacred communication, a meeting in a space that transcends the limits of time and space. Each time you call, even if just a whisper or an urgent call, is an act expressing absolute faith that I will come. Even if you cannot see me with your own eyes, you will feel my presence in your heart, in your soul, and in every step you take. You might not always understand why I come to you in specific moments of life, but don't forget that my presence is not random. Every time you call on me, I do not just come to solve your difficulties, but I come to make you see more clearly about yourself, about the potential abilities that you have not discovered yet, and about how I have prepared for you a separate path, a path that only you can walk. Every challenge, every suffering, every joy is part of that journey. And my presence is the source of light that helps you realize that all have a divine purpose, which you might not recognize immediately. When I come, I do not come to replace you in the challenges you must face, but to help you perceive and face them differently. I will help you see that true strength does not come from avoiding the challenges, but from how you overcome them. Every time you face pain, with uncertainty, you will realize that I am not just a savior in moments of despair, but a companion, a guide who helps you see the light in the darkest moments. And through that, I will help you become aware of the inherent strength in yourself. Remember that when you call on me, you are inviting me into each moment of your life. When you call on me, you are not just looking for an external miracle, but you are opening your heart to welcome the miracle within you. I come to expand your heart, so you can love more, forgive more, and live a life of compassion and kindness. When I come, it is not to replace you in the choices you must make, but to help you make the right decisions, decisions that will bring you closer to the best things that I have prepared for you. When you call on me, I come to teach you about persistence and patience. You don't need to race against time. You don't need to rush in this life. Instead, I will teach you to slow down, to listen, and to find peace in the current moments. You will understand that what happens in life all has a cycle, a time for things to come and a time for things to go. When you feel confused, when you feel you cannot continue, my presence will be a source of comfort, helping you realize that everything has a reason and that nothing is meaningless in my eyes. You are not a separate individual from this universe. When you call on me, you are stepping into an intimate relationship with the universe, with other souls, with everything created by me. Every step you take has an impact on the world around you. And when I come, I help you clearly recognize this connection about how love and kindness can spread out and change the world. Every time you call on me, you are not just calling for salvation for yourself, but inviting me into the lives of those you love, those you have never met, and all those who need my peace and love. When you call on me, I do not come only to save you from the difficulties of life, but I come to help you realize that those very difficulties are opportunities for you to grow, to expand your vision and your heart. I will not remove the pain from your life, but I will help you find the strength to endure, to overcome, and to live each moment fully. Pain is not something meaningless, but an important part of your transformation process, a factor that helps you develop and discover the new depths of yourself. When you call on me, you are inviting me into each moment of your life and into every joy, every sorrow, every failure, and every success. I'm not just present in difficult times, but always with you in moments of peace, in moments of happiness, and in those moments when you might forget my presence. It is in those moments that I help you realize that happiness is not a destination, but a journey. It is presence in every breath, in every action, in every word, and every thought. When you call on me, you are inviting a transformation, creation, and a new life. Each time you call, I will come, and each time you invite me, I will bring you one step closer to yourself, to peace, and to the unconditional love that I have for you. You need not only salvation in difficult times, but in every moment of life. When you call on me, I will help you realize that this life is not just the challenges you must face, but a great journey, a sacred journey for you to discover the true nature of yourself and of this universe. Continue to call on me, and you will never feel alone, never get lost, because each time you call, I will come. And when I come, I will help you see that everything you experience has deep meaning and that you are going in the right direction, even if you might not realize it immediately. Every step in your journey has my presence, and every time you call on me, you are not just inviting me, but inviting yourself into a life full of love, peace, and holiness. When you call on me, it's when you are opening the door of your soul, allowing me to enter, to illuminate the dark corners that you cannot see. Every call of yours is an invitation, an earnest plea that no word can fully express the longing for my presence. That call does not just echo in this space, but transcends all the boundaries of the universe, going through time and space, where I am the boundless shining light, where I always exist, whether you see or not. When you call on me, not just I as the Savior come, but the sacred entity within you is awakened. Every time you call on me, you are seeking a deeper connection with your own soul, with the divine self that I have instilled in you since the beginning. You will realize that although life can change, although you may face challenges and temptations, your soul is still strong, still protected, never departing from the infinite love that I have given you. In the moments of suffering when you feel as if you have been pushed away from the embrace of comfort, I come to help you realize that this pain is only temporary, and that pain itself will be an opportunity for you to mature, for you to rise stronger. When I come, I do not just bring comfort, but I bring the strength so you can face the challenges in this life with resilience. You will realize that although challenges are unavoidable, you will not have to overcome them alone. Every step of yours, I am always your companion, the invisible source of motivation that helps you find the right path. You may not know the purpose of each challenge you face, but when you call on me, I will help you perceive them not as burdens, but as opportunities for you to discover the deep potential within you. Every time you overcome a difficulty, you will feel you are becoming stronger, wiser, and closer to the very being that I have created for you. Every challenge, no matter how painful, is part of the great journey that I have prepared for you, and you are a part of that story, a story that I wrote from the very beginning. When you call on me, do not think that I only come because of the calls in your moments of despair. I come whenever you need companionship, not only in difficult times, but also in happy times, in the moments of peace when you might forget my presence. Every moment in this life is an opportunity for you to realize that I am always there, not just in the fluctuations, but also in those quiet moments where I will help you find peace and deeper understanding of this very life. When you call on me, you are inviting an invisible but powerful presence, a presence that you don't need to see, but you will certainly feel. Remember that you do not need to understand everything clearly to call on me. When you call, even just once, I already know your heart's desire. I already know what you need, and I am always ready to respond. Sometimes I do not come immediately, not because I do not want to help, but because you need time to realize, to understand more clearly what you are looking for. That is part of the sacred journey you are taking. In those moments of waiting, you will learn valuable lessons about patience, about trusting in my time, about understanding that every event in your life has a deep reason that only when you are patient enough will I open your eyes to see. When you call on me, you might not always receive a clear answer immediately. However, never doubt my presence. Your call has been heard and answered from that very moment. Sometimes, I do not come with an obvious miracle, but come through small signs in daily life, through chance encounters, through sudden thoughts, through the opportunities you might miss if you are not careful. My presence is not always radiant, but it might be those ordinary moments where you realize that I am in every breath, every joy, every sorrow. When you call on me, you're not just. We come to help you see that all the things that happen in life are parts of the journey that lead you to awakening, to a deeper understanding and awareness of yourself, of the universe, and of us. Each challenge you face, each step you take, is a step closer to this awareness. When we come, we don't just teach you how to face difficulties, but also how to live a full life of love and forgiveness. Never feel alone on this journey. When you call our name, we will come, not as a temporary rescue, but as a constant presence in every moment of your life. We will be the invisible force that helps you stand firm in times of trouble, helping you realize that each step you take has a purpose. Each moment carries its own sacred value. Never feel helpless or lonely, for when you call, we are always there, ready to lift you up, guide you, and bring you through every trial. When you call our name, you are opening the door of your heart to receive the blessings that we have reserved for you since the day you were born. Our presence is not something alien, but an indispensable part of every beat of your heart, in every breath you take, in every step you make. Though sometimes you might feel lost in the chaos of life, though sometimes you feel yourself falling into the depths of despair, when you call our name, we will not leave you alone. We will come to you, and each time we come, you will realize that no challenge is too great, no darkness is too deep. If you have us by your side, you may not see us with your physical eyes, but we are always here in the passing breeze, in the falling rain, in the gentle light of the sun, in the quiet moments when you take time to listen to yourself. When you call our name, you are not only calling on a powerful being, you are calling on the awakening of your own soul, a soul that was formed by us, a soul nourished by our boundless love and care. We will not come just to extinguish your difficulties, but to guide you through those trials, helping you learn and grow from every challenge you face. When you call our name, we come to show you that peace does not come from solving all your problems, but from how you face them. Sometimes we will not come immediately to change your circumstances, but we will come to help you change your perception of those circumstances. Every trial, every pain, can become a valuable lesson if you open your heart to recognize our presence. It will help you see that in each moment, in each choice of your life, you can find peace if you don't let your mind be consumed by worries and fears. When you call our name, we come to remind you that true peace can only come from acceptance, from letting go of what you cannot control, and from living fully in each present moment. Remember that when you call our name, you are inviting divine wisdom into your life. We will not come only to fulfill your temporary desires, but to help you realize the eternal values that you can possess, values that cannot be obscured by time or circumstance. Your desires may change over time, but the sacred values that we bestow upon you will always exist, despite all the fluctuations of life. When you call, we will come and show you how to perceive this world through a different lens, where each person, each object, each moment carries within it a lesson, a revelation that you can learn from. You will realize that the things you expect will not always come in the way you imagine, but everything that comes into your life has a divine purpose, a purpose that you might not understand immediately. Have faith that when you call our name, you will never be in need, never be left behind. We are an infinite source of supply, the light in the darkness, the life amidst death. Whenever you encounter hardship, we come to lift you up, not just to lessen your burdens, but so you can learn to bear them with fortitude. Whenever you feel weary, we come to restore your strength, not so you can avoid difficulties, but so you can stand firm, face them, and overcome them. When you call our name, we will help you realize that true strength is not about not feeling pain or not experiencing failure, but the ability to rise after each fall, the ability to hold on to your faith in the darkest of times. When you call our name, we come to help you realize that everything in this life is intimately connected. Nothing is coincidental. Nothing happens without a reason. Each person you meet, each circumstance you face, each decision you make is a part of a larger picture that we have already painted. When you call, we come to show you that picture, helping you understand that nothing in this life is meaningless. Every moment, whether joyful or sorrowful, is an indispensable part of your journey. And through it you will discover the mystery of life, the sacredness of each action, each word, each thought. You might not always recognize our presence in the hurried moments of life, but we are always there in the quietest moments, when you pause, when you listen to your heart, when you calm your mind. You will feel our presence more clearly then. This is when we will come, not with a great miracle, but with profound understanding, with a revelation in your mind. Each time you call our name, you are opening your heart to receive the wisdom that we bestow, so that you can see more clearly the road ahead, and so you will never go astray on this journey. Never forget that each time you call our name, we will always come, whether you feel our presence immediately or not. When you call, we have heard, and when we come, we are not just a temporary rescue, but an eternal presence that is always by your side in every moment, in every step, in every thought, and in every action. Our presence will help you find peace within yourself, help you overcome the storms of life without being swept away, helping you realize that nothing is meaningless, nothing is coincidental, but everything is divinely arranged by us. When you call our name, you are inviting us into your life. You are inviting us into each moment, each thought, and each emotion, and we will always be there, never abandoning you, never leaving you to face this life alone. Remember that when you call our name, we will come, and our presence is the protection, the light, and the peace that you need to overcome all the trials of this life. When you call our name, you are inviting a deeper connection, an opening to the things you cannot fully understand. In the moments you call, perhaps you are looking for a miracle, an immediate change, but we do not come just to change the surface of things. We come to change your essence, to renew you from within, so you can realize that true change is not outside of you, but is a process of awakening within you. When you call our name, you are not just seeking temporary deliverance, but an eternal transformation, a rebirth in your soul. Remember that whether you call our name in joy or in sorrow, in happiness or in pain, we always listen. But we do not come only to soothe your pain quickly. Our presence is an invitation for you to embark on a long journey where you will have to learn, to face yourself, and sometimes have to confront things you do not wish for. When we come, we not only come to solve the current problems you are encountering, but we also help you realize the divine purpose behind those problems. The hardships and trials that you experience, though they may cause you pain, are opportunities for you to grow, for you to realize the greatness within you. Each time you call our name, you are inviting the clarity and stillness that we bring, so that you may find peace in moments of unrest. When you are facing worry or fear within your heart, we will come to help you see those emotions not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities to better understand yourself. Those emotions are just signals, reminders that you need to change your perception and attitude towards life. When you call our name, we do not just come to help you overcome temporary worries, but also to help you realize that you can conquer the fear within your own soul. Each time you face a new fear, each time you step outside your comfort zone, you are moving closer to the liberation, to the true freedom that we have reserved for you. When we come, we will give you the strength to face what awaits, not with trepidation, but with courage and resilience. When you call our name, we also come to free you from the entanglements of the past, the grudges, the pains that you cannot let go. Every time you remember old wounds, past mistakes, you are carrying heavy stones in your heart, preventing you from moving forward on the path God has laid out. When you call our name, we come to help you unload those burdens, so you can let go of the past and live fully in the present. You do not need to continue carrying the wounds, because we have paid the price for all your mistakes on the cross. When you call our name, you are inviting healing, a rebirth in your soul, so you can continue in faith and hope, not bound to the painful memories of the past. We come to free you from that burden, so that you may stand firm on your own 2 feet, strong and free in our peace. When you call our name, you are also inviting forgiveness. Sometimes in life, you may experience hurt from others, pains that you cannot understand. We come not to extinguish that pain immediately, but to help you realize that forgiveness is a journey that you need to travel to find freedom within your own soul. When you call our name, we will help you understand that forgiveness is not easy, but it is the only way to free yourself from the chains of resentment. Forgiveness is the key to open the doors of peace, the path that leads you to reconciliation and fulfillment. It is the only way to find tranquility in your heart. When you allow us to come, we will help you open your heart and forgive those who have hurt you, for only forgiveness brings true freedom. When you call our name, you are not just calling for salvation for yourself, but you are also calling for salvation for those around you. Each time you call, we come not just to bring blessings to you, but also to bless your family, your friends, and all those you love. When you call our name, we will not only heal the wounds within your heart, but also help you see the wounds within the hearts of others, helping you open your heart to forgive and to love. When you live in our presence, you will not only change yourself, but you will also contribute to changing this world. You will become a light to those around you, a source of hope so that they can find peace and hope in their lives. When you call our name, you're not just someone calling for help, but you are inviting a spiritual awakening, a revolution within your own heart. When we come, we not only change the way you perceive this world, but we also change the way you perceive yourself. We come to help you realize that you are not a separate individual, but a part of a great connection, a part of God's kingdom. When you become aware of this, you will no longer feel lonely or helpless, but you will feel the strength of the boundless love that we have reserved for you. When you call our name, you are not just calling for personal salvation, but you are inviting harmony with all that is sacred, a fusion with the infinite love that is our source. Remember that when you call our name, we come not because you are worthy, but because we love you. Our love is not based on your actions or worthiness, but it is an unconditional love, a boundless care that we have reserved for all that we have created. When you call our name, you are receiving this love, a love that nothing can separate you from. Never forget that when you call our name, we are always there, never abandoning you, never leaving you to face this life alone. We come to guide you through every trial, helping you find peace in your heart and opening the path that leads you to eternal happiness. When you call our name, we will always come, not in the form you expect, but in our way, with a divine presence that you can only feel with your soul. When you open your heart to receive us, you are opening the door that leads you to true peace and salvation, a salvation not from this world, but from within your own heart. Call our name, and we will come to you forever, never abandoning you. When you call our name, you are opening a door that leads to the invisible but immensely powerful. The things that cannot be seen with your physical eyes but can be felt deep within your heart. You might not immediately understand why you feel peace, even when the circumstances around you are still chaotic, but that is our presence, a presence that cannot be replaced by anything. When you call our name, we will come not in the way you imagine, but in the way you need, for we know what you truly need, what is truly good for your soul. Our presence is a gift that you do not need to be worthy to receive. You may feel that you are not good enough, not strong enough, but we love you because you are our child, not because of what you do or do not do. Our love is unconditional, without limits. When you call our name, we will come to remind you that you are an indispensable part of our divine plan, and nothing can separate you from this infinite love. Do not let feelings of guilt or doubt hinder this connection, for no matter how many mistakes or shortcomings you have, we still love you and are always by your side. Do not be afraid when you call our name. Do not let negative thoughts or doubts about yourself obscure your faith in our presence. When you feel weak, when you do not know what to do in life, remember that in those moments, we will come closer to you than ever before. We will never abandon you, even in your darkest hours. When you call our name, we will come to comfort you, to help you find the courage and faith to continue. Your weakness is the opportunity for us to make you stronger, to make you realize that true strength does not come from your own power, but from your reliance on us. Each time you call our name, you are opening your heart to receive our care and protection. In this life, you may have to face many trials, with difficulties that you cannot foresee, but we have taught you that no trial is too great if you have us by your side. We come to help you not just overcome the trials, but to grow from them. Sometimes, the things you perceive as adversity are actually opportunities for you to grow and better understand yourself, to be more deeply aware of the strength that you possess. When you call our name, we not only come to help you overcome the external difficulties, but to conquer yourself. You will learn to re-examine your limits, the fears and worries that you thought you could not overcome. Each time you overcome a trial, you will become stronger, not just because you have faced a difficult situation, but because you have learned how to trust our help. You will realize that in this life, what you need is not perfection, but the willingness to open your heart to receive the blessings that we bestow, even though they may come in ways you do not expect. When you call our name, you are calling on an irreplaceable love, a love that is not limited by time or space. That love will always surround you, always nurture you day by day. When you feel alone, when you feel like you cannot continue, remember that we are always by your side. You never have to face this world alone, for we are always close to you, even in the quietest moments. You do not need to do anything special to deserve this love, for our love is not a reward, but an unconditional gift that we have given you since the day you were born. Each time you call our name, you are calling on an infinite source of power, a light that will guide you through the darkness. Though you may feel lost in life, though you may feel that you cannot find the right path, we will always guide you. Signs and small words from us will appear in unexpected moments. It might be a tear, a sudden light, a sudden feeling of peace, or a friend coming to you at the right time. When you call our name, we come to remind you that you are never in need. You are never without guidance. We will never leave you wandering. We will never leave you in the darkness without a light to guide you. When you call our name, we come to give you the strength to live true to yourself. Life may sometimes make you feel like you have to change, to hide the things that are truly within you. But we come to remind you that you do not have to change yourself for any reason other than love and respect for yourself. The truth we want you to understand is that you do not have to become someone else in order to be worthy of love. When you call our name, you are inviting revelation, a deep understanding of yourself, of the gifts that we have placed in your heart from the beginning. Remember that when you call our name, we will always come, not in the way you expect, but in the way you need. Our presence will not be an immediate revolution, but a profound change from within. You will feel peace in your soul, no matter how the external world changes. When you learn to live in our presence, you will no longer worry about the things that you cannot control. Instead, you will find strength in the trust and unconditional love we offer. When you call our name, we will come to help you live according to your sacred nature, living in the peace and happiness that we have bestowed. Though life is full of challenges, when you call our name, you are calling for a love that cannot be fully understood with the mind, but can be deeply felt with the heart. Our presence will be the motivation for you to overcome all hardships, so you can perceive this life with an open heart, receiving all blessings and trials as indispensable parts of your sacred journey. When you call our name, we come to lift the veil between you and God, between you and the sacred kingdom that you belong to. In the moments that you earnestly call to us, your calls are like seeds sprouting in the soil of your soul. They are not just echoes through space, but vibrations of the heart, an expansion of the soul to receive our guidance and enlightenment. Nothing in this life can compare to the moment when you truly open your heart to receive us. For in that moment, an invisible door opens, leading you into a sacred space where you can feel us, though you cannot see us with your physical eyes. When you call our name, the difficulties and trials that you are facing are not an end, but lessons for you to grow. Sometimes you may feel tired, exhausted, and feel like you cannot continue. But in those moments, it is when we come closest to you, so that you can feel peace from within, so you can find the strength to continue. Each time you feel weak and have no more strength, we come like an infinite source of energy, helping you stand up strongly and continue forward. You are never alone, even when you feel like you are walking in the darkness. For our light will always illuminate the path ahead, leading you through all difficulties, helping you overcome trials that you could not overcome without our presence. Never forget that when you call our name, we do not come to save you in the way you expect. We do not come to do for you what you must do, but to help you realize that you have enough power and courage to overcome the trials that life brings. Salvation is not about us making everything easy for you, but about helping you discover the potential within you, potential you have not recognized. When we come, we will guide you step by step, not to solve everything easily, but so that you realize that perseverance and faith in us are the true keys to liberation. When you call our name, we will come to restore the connection between you and God, so that you realize that everything you experience has a purpose, is part of a greater plan that we have prepared for you since before you were born. Each trial, each difficulty, each joy, each sorrow is an indispensable part of your sacred journey. When you live in our presence, you will no longer feel these things are meaningless or pass by without a cause. Each day you live is an opportunity for you to open your heart, to better understand our boundless love, and to learn how to face this world in the light of truth. Do not be afraid when you call our name, for we do not come to punish you, but to lead you to true freedom. You might feel unworthy, feel like you have made too many mistakes, but we will never abandon you. Our love is not a reward for right actions, but an unconditional gift, even though you may stray or do wrong. When you call our name, you are opening your heart to receive this love, a love that is unconditional, without limits. and unaffected by your mistakes. We come to help you realize that no separation can ever divide you from our love, for we love you regardless of how many difficulties you go through, regardless of how many wrongs you commit. When you call our name, you are also inviting the clarity that we bring. In the moments when you feel confused, not knowing what to do, when you face difficult choices without knowing which direction to go, we will come to give you the clarity you need. We are not only a light to guide you in dark times, but also a light that helps you have a deeper understanding of yourself, of the decisions you are facing. When you live in our presence, you will learn to perceive the world through a new lens, a lens of love and forgiveness, instead of through your wounds and fears. The clarity that we give you is not just knowledge, but a deep understanding of what you truly need to live in peace and love. When you call our name, we also come to help you realize the hidden potential that you never knew you had. Our presence is not just comfort in difficult times, but also a stimulus to explore the infinite possibilities within yourself. You might feel weak and helpless, but when you open your heart to receive us, you will realize that you have the strength to change, to overcome every trial, and to live according to the path that we have planned for you. Strength does not come from overcoming everything, but from learning to stand up after each fall, from knowing how to trust our guidance in every step. When you call our name, you are not just calling for salvation, but for a revolution in your own soul. We come to change the way you view yourself and the world around you. When you call our name, you are embarking on a journey of self-discovery, of rebirth, and of transformation. Each step you take will be a step towards the light, towards the truth, and towards the boundless love that we have reserved for you. When you live in our presence, your life will no longer be a tiring journey, but a journey of growth, of spiritual development, where you will realize that every trial is an opportunity for you to get closer to eternity, to the love of God. Remember that when you call our name, you will never have to face this life alone. Though the world may change, though you may feel like you are going through insurmountable trials, we will always be by your side. When you call our name, you're not just calling for help, but also calling for harmony, for an interaction between you and the sacred, between you and the unconditional love that we bestow. Our presence is not just salvation in times of difficulty, but also guidance to live in peace, freedom, and love. When you call our name, we will come, and together with you we will overcome every storm in life. When you call our name, it is a deep invitation from your soul, an invitation not just to receive our protection, but also to open up a sacred journey that you cannot fully see with your physical eyes. This journey is not always easy, but it is a journey where each step will bring you closer to your true essence, closer to the eternal harmony with the Creator, with our boundless love. Okay, here's the translation into American English, aiming for a natural and heartfelt tone. When you call out to me, it's when you tap into the boundless source of power I readily offer you, a strength not from yourself, but from the deep connection between you and me, between you and God. When you speak my name, the pain and trials you're enduring are no longer burdens, but opportunities for your growth. Don't see the hardships of life as insurmountable obstacles. Remember, these challenges aren't meant to defeat you, but to forge you, to help you realize the strength you already possess within. You might not see results immediately, but each time you move forward, even by a small step, I'll be there to support you, to guide you in finding the right path. Even when you feel lost, my presence is the light that leads you, and through each trial, you'll learn to be more steadfast, more powerful, and to have greater faith in the divine plan I've woven for you. When you call my name, you're not only calling for help in moments of crisis, you're restoring your relationship with yourself, with your soul. I come not only to save you from present suffering, but to help you understand the true meaning of life and the sacred values you may have forgotten in your busy, worried days. My presence is a reminder that you have a greater purpose than what you're experiencing right now, that you are part of an infinite plan built by God's love and justice. Let me help you re-examine your life so you can realize that everything you experience isn't meaningless, but is part of a journey preparing you for something greater, an eternal awakening in your soul. When you call my name, I come to heal the wounds you cannot heal on your own, the hurts of the past, the pain that has taken root in your soul aren't burdens you have to carry forever. You may have cried in the dark nights, struggled with feelings you couldn't shake, but I come to let you know that these pains aren't your destiny. I come to bring healing, to help you release what no longer serves you, so you can live freely in peace and love. When you open your heart to me, the wounds will gradually heal, and you will feel a marvelous transformation within yourself. Feel the lightness that I bring to your soul. Never doubt that I will abandon you, even in the times when you feel like you are walking through a storm in life. My presence isn't just a promise. It's a sacred reality that you can feel in every breath, in every beat of your heart. When you call my name, I don't come in a physical form, but in your spirit, in the moments when you feel comfort, companionship, and guidance that you can't explain with reason. I don't need to appear in a form you imagine, because my presence transcends all physical forms, transcends all limitations of this world. When you call my name, it's also when you begin to deeply understand the nature of love and forgiveness. My love for you isn't limited by time or space, isn't affected by the mistakes you might make. I come not to judge you, but to help you realize that in your heart, there's a divine love that no one can take away. You don't need to become anyone else to deserve this love, because my love is unconditional. It's a gift I gave you from the moment you were born. Let this love flow through you, soften the hidden corners of your soul, and help you love yourself and love those around you. My presence in your life is a constant invitation, a call for you to return to the purity, to the eternal essence you possess within. Each time you call my name, each time you seek my presence, you're entering a sacred space where only love and light exist. The worries and burdens of the world will gradually fade as you feel the peace within your heart. The questions you've asked, the doubts about life, will be answered when you learn to listen to the whispers from your heart, where I have always been present. When you call my name, it's also an act of affirming your faith in divine guidance. You may not see me, but each time you pray, each time you seek me in quiet moments, you will feel my presence in your heart. In those very moments, when you are free from fear or doubt, you'll realize that everything has a purpose, that every challenge is an opportunity for you to grow and to gain a deeper understanding of the sacred essence of life. When you call my name, you are affirming that you believe in my guidance, in my protection, and in the unconditional love that I've had for you from the very beginning. Your life will never be a lonely journey when you call my name. The roads you travel, whether they are rugged or smooth, will lead you to a greater destination, where you will experience peace, happiness, and the absolute love I have for you. When you call my name, I come to walk alongside you, to illuminate the path you take, and to help you understand that my presence is with you in every moment of your life. When you call my name, I come not just as a savior, but as a companion, guiding you through the turns of life that you may not always recognize. You may feel like you're walking in darkness, unsure of what to do, but I am always there, ready to light your way. The difficult times when you feel like you've been left behind are the times I am closest to you. I don't abandon you or leave you to face challenges alone. Each time you call out, whether it's a whisper or a desperate cry, I will come, and I won't leave you until you find comfort in your soul. When you call my name, you open a door to a new world, a world where pain and fear no longer control you. This is the world of sacred freedom, where you can escape all the burdens that this life places upon your shoulders. But freedom isn't easy to achieve. It requires you to give up the burdens of worry, fear, and anything that no longer serves your inner peace. When you let me guide you, you'll find the strength to release those things so you can walk in true freedom, freedom from worldly concerns. But this freedom isn't an escape from responsibility or truth. It's freedom with the knowledge that every step you take has a purpose, and you're not walking alone. My presence in your life is the guarantee that you always have a solid foundation, an endless source of strength so that you can keep going on your path. When you call my name, you're not just asking for someone to save you from difficult times. You're also seeking a deeper understanding of the true meaning of this life. I come not to do everything for you, but to help you find the right path so you can walk it with steadfastness and faith. When you call my name, I come to give you peace, a peace that isn't the absence of problems, but the ability to face any situation without being disturbed by fear or worry. You'll no longer feel pressured by life's challenges because you'll know that I'm always by your side. In my presence, you'll find peace in your soul because you'll understand that no matter the storms around you, I will never let you sink beneath them. The peace I give you isn't protection from every hardship. It's the strength to overcome them without being defeated. When you call my name, you are inviting change, a change not just in your external circumstances, but a profound transformation in your soul. I come not just to help you escape your difficulties, but to help you change the way you see yourself, the world around you, and the true purpose of life. You'll no longer see challenges as negative, but you'll see them as opportunities for you to grow, to learn, and to become the person you truly can be. This change isn't easy, but I'll be with you every step of the way. When you call upon me, I will help you recognize the hidden strength within you, a strength you might not realize you have without my presence in your life. When you call my name, I come not just because you need an immediate solution to a problem, but because I want you to realize that salvation doesn't just come from external miracles, but is a profound internal process. I come to help you realize that salvation begins within you, from the way you learn to trust in yourself, in the power of love and forgiveness, which you can find when you open your heart to me. Salvation isn't about me taking over your life, but about me helping you realize that you can change yourself. You can overcome any difficulty, and you can find freedom within yourself. When you call my name, you are inviting a transformation, a healing, not only physically, but also spiritually and emotionally. When you call my name, I also come to teach you about forgiveness. Forgiveness not just for others, but for yourself. Throughout your journey, you'll experience failures and make mistakes. But the most important thing is to learn to forgive yourself so you don't let the past hinder your growth in the future. Forgiveness is part of healing, and when you learn to forgive yourself, you will feel a freedom that you've never known. Forgiveness is a gift I give to you, and it's the gift that helps you heal all the wounds in your soul so you can walk in peace and love. When you call my name, I come to remind you of the noble purpose you have forgotten. You might have lost your connection to sacred ideals, to what's truly important in life. But I come to help you realize that you have a mission far greater than you've imagined. Every action and every choice you make can change the world around you. And when you live in accordance with your purpose, you will find completeness, peace, and true joy. When you realize your purpose in life, you'll no longer feel confused or uncertain, but will live each day knowing you're fulfilling a part in God's grand plan. When you call my name, I come to help you live in love and service. Love isn't a feeling or something that can be sensed. It's an attitude, a sacrifice, and a service. When you call my name, you're not only seeking salvation for yourself, but also seeking connection with those around you, seeking to make this world a better place. The love I give you isn't just love for yourself, but also love for those you encounter in life, so you can share your joy, sorrow, and happiness with others. When you live in love and service, you'll realize that in giving, you'll receive many times over. Always remember, when you call my name, I will come, not just as a companion, but as a teacher, guide, healer, and servant. My presence in your life will never be temporary. It's an eternal partnership helping you find peace, freedom, and unconditional love in every step you take. When you call my name, I come to expand your heart, so you can realize that this life isn't just a journey full of challenges and hardships. It's a journey full of grace and miracles. Every day is a chance to discover the wonder in the simplest things, the things you often overlook in your busy life. I will help you see that in every breath you take, in every moment you feel my presence, is a miracle of creation and the boundless love that God has bestowed upon you. When you call my name, you're opening a door to a new world, where everything isn't seen with ordinary eyes, but with your heart, so you can see the sacred beauty in every moment. When you call my name, I come to restore your relationship with the Creator, with the universe, and with yourself. You may have lived in isolation, in doubt, and loss of faith. The experiences of life may have made you feel abandoned. But remember that I have never left you. Each time you call me, I come to restore the sacred connection between you and the Father, between you and the universe, between you and yourself. You're not a lone individual in this world. You're part of a greater whole, part of a grand plan that only I can illuminate for you. When you call my name, you open your soul to embrace harmony with every living being, with the world around you. It is a unity in love, an eternal love that transcends all the limitations of space and time. When you call my name, I also come to teach you about patience and persistence. This life isn't a straight path, but a series of winding roads, of ups and downs that you must overcome. Sometimes you'll feel tired and want to give up, but don't forget that every challenge is part of my plan, part of the journey that helps you grow and come closer to your true self. When you learn patience, you'll realize that everything happens at the right time, and that I'm always there when you need me. You don't need to rush or worry, because my presence is the guarantee that everything will be arranged in the best way for you. You just need to be persistent and keep walking in faith, and I will lead you through every difficulty. When you call my name, you are also inviting peace within your heart. Sometimes you may feel overwhelmed by what's happening around you, by the noise and the rush of life. But when you stop, when you listen, you'll feel the absolute stillness that I bring. It's not a stillness from the outside, but a tranquility in your soul. A feeling of steadiness that isn't shaken by external conflict or hardship. When you open your heart, when you truly seek me, you'll realize that peace isn't the absence of trials, but the presence of steadiness and faith in divine guidance. In those moments, you will feel absolute safety, a safety that cannot be violated by any fear or worry. When you call my name, I come to help you realize that you're an integral part of God's creation. Every living being on this earth has a purpose, and so do you. You might feel small or insignificant, but you are a part of a grand plan, a plan that only I can fully understand. When you call my name, you not only realize your purpose, but you also recognize the strength you possess to fulfill that purpose. You don't have to search far and wide, because everything you need to complete your mission is already within you. I come to help you realize that you've been given everything you need, that you are part of greatness, a part of God. When you look at yourself, you will see that nothing is impossible. Nothing is beyond your capabilities when you walk in my presence and love. When you call my name, I come to teach you about humility. In a world full of challenges, you can sometimes feel self-satisfied, thinking you can solve everything without help from anyone. But remember that the truth of your nature is humility. You are part of a greater whole, and no matter how talented or powerful you might be, you still need connection with God, with those around you, and with yourself. When you understand humility, you'll realize that greatness doesn't come from pride, but from the understanding that every step, every achievement you make, is part of the divine plan, part of the connection that I have established from the beginning. When you call my name, I come to help you see the true value of humility and service. When you call my name, I come to help you overcome the limits you have placed upon yourself. You may feel like you're not capable or strong enough to face the challenges of life. But I come to teach you that there are no limits except the ones you create in your own mind. You are not what you think of yourself, but you are what you truly can become when you open your heart and allow me to guide you. When you call out, you are inviting me to break those limits, to help you see that you can overcome any challenge and achieve things that you couldn't previously imagine. When you walk in my guidance, nothing is impossible, Nothing is beyond your capabilities. When you call my name, I come to strengthen your faith. Faith in the goodness of life, in the justice of the universe, and in the unconditional love that God bestows upon you. You may have lost faith in your way, but when I come, I will help you find the light again, find hope in the darkest days. You don't have to walk through life alone, and I will always be by your side, helping you realize that every difficulty, every challenge can be overcome when you believe in yourself and in my divine guidance. So each time you call my name, I come not only to save, but to teach, to heal, and to help you live in love and service. Open your heart and receive my presence. When you do, you are opening yourself to a life full of grace, peace, and hope. Amen.